NASA plans to launch its Artemis 1 rocket next Monday as it continues its quest to go back to the moon.
And there's a local connection here. A Chicago family is part of that mission. As WGN's Patrick Elwood reports tonight, it's to raise awareness about a rare pediatric brain cancer.
NASA. In the coming days, the space agency will launch Artemis 1, an uncrewed test flight on a mission to orbit the moon.
Not many can say, hey, my name's on that rocket ship going to space.
Katie Gaskin is the proud mother of 3 young men. 2 of them are still with us. Anthony died from DIPG in March of 2017 at just 7 years old. If you've never heard of DIPG, either did Mom until the diagnosis.
It's a rare brain tumor that grows mostly in children and has less than 1% survival rate.
But during his short time here, Anthony loved anything to do with the cosmos.
He's always been curious about, the world, and he would always ask questions about planets and space. And when he went to kindergarten, they do a I Have a Dream, to honor Martin Luther King Jr. And right away he wrote, I want to be an astronomer for NASA.
After posting on social media about her son's love of all things space, guess who got back to Katie? That's right, NASA, inviting the whole family down to their Alabama location, where they got the VIP tour. Anthony was given this customized memento, and then came Mr. Anthony's opus, if you will.
The spacecraft welders, and that's where Anthony got to put his John Hancock, on the rocket ship that's being launched.
His brothers Luke and Daniel got to sign the rocket too. That will be part of the Artemis launch that will soon leave Cape Canaveral in Florida. It was a day never to be forgotten.
The smile that was on his face while he was doing it and afterwards, it's a memory that I'll never, ever, it will never fade from my mind, just because of that smile that he had in doing that. Just knowing that, his dreams are coming true.
All of that was back in 2016. And just several weeks ago, NASA reached back out to Katie to tell her it hadn't forgotten about Anthony, Luke, and Daniel's autographs. They were going to fly high above this third rock from the sun on a mission critical in just several more days.
It's so neat. It's just an experience that I feel like the fact that NASA has reached back out to us.
So as she sits in her son's room, very much still like the way it was on the day he died, Katie, her family and friends have dedicated much of their lives to ending DIPG cancer that took Anthony's life through their Anthony's Avengers Foundation, which raises money for research to find a cure.
Exploring the secrets of the universe for the benefit of all.
The first Artemis 1 launch date is scheduled for August 29th. Katie will be glued to the TV, but quietly inside her heart, where Anthony now lives too, she's hoping the weather isn't just right, and it gets pushed back to September 2nd, the backup date launch. And why is that? It's all about a mother's love, of course.
As much as I really hope that all goes well, all fits together, all the pieces connect, I don't think I'd be upset if they had to push it off until next Friday. That is because September 2nd will be Anthony's 13th birthday. If it's September 2nd, we'll be having a launch party in his honor with our family. It's about 8:30 Eastern, so 7:30 our time, and we're still gonna have a launch party. Bloodies and mimosas.
Patrick Elwood, WGN News.
Well, NASA has a 2-hour window to launch beginning just after 7:30 Central Time Monday morning. And as you heard, if not, that launch moves to next week Thursday, I should say, at the same time.
Yeah, and if you want to learn more about DIPG brain cancer, just go to anthonysavengers.org, and we'll have that link on WGNTV.com as well. Nice that NASA never forgot about that young man.